I had to come back with another video real quick while I'm driving. Y'all, yesterday I was sitting while I was doing stuff in the house. I was doing my nails and everything. And I started watching this thing about this so-called rapper by the name of, I guess he goes by Gucci Mane. I mean, I've heard of him. I'm not a fan of his music. I do like that one song that they did, Sponsor, and he was on it. And his verse was pretty decent, you know, but I mean, I'm not really no Gucci person fan or whatever. I'm not even a Gucci clothing line fan. I'm just not. But anywho, so there had been this big thing about is that the real Gucci Mane? Is not the real Gucci Mane? And all this other stuff, right? So I decided, I said, let me see what the heck these folks talking about. Let me see what all the yip yapping is all about. So I looked at the so-called original Gucci Mane. This dude, I think he's from Atlanta. I know he's from down south, right? So he sounds like, when he talks, you hear country. I mean, you hear country and getting on. I'm not making fun of his talk, but you hear country, like, you know he from down south. Like, there is no which way, like, the way he talk, you know he's from down south, right? So everybody's sitting up here saying, like, the old Gucci Mane has been replaced with a clone and this, that, and the third, right? And I'm like, what the heck is everybody talking about? So I'm looking at the original, right? I'm looking at this man, right? This man has a very round face. And he remind me of, and I'm not making fun of it or anything like that, but if y'all ever seen Forrest Gump, remember that guy Bubba? He always talk about gumbo shrimp, this shrimp. He reminded me of him. But the person right now, the person right now that I'm seeing, he remind me of the guy off of 5 Heartbeats, the brother. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Or if y'all know y'all movies, y'all know what I'm talking about. So I started looking at both of these dudes, right? And I realized, like, I don't know about cloning and all of that, because I don't know what they doing evil in high positions. I wouldn't put it past them, but these are two different men here. Like, I'm like thinking to myself, do people think that all black people look the same? Like, these are two different men. I mean, the other guy, he just looks very thin. He has a very square look to him. But the first guy has a very roundness to him. But everybody looking at looks and stuff, but you can clearly see, like, the head structure, the teeth structure in this man is totally different. Like, everything in this man is totally different. But y'all know the scary part about it is that what I did was I looked at the video and I looked at the guy talk, right? Because he's like, you know how we do it. He just sound like all his words is just mumbled, and I don't care. The way that they said was that this man went to jail. He was falsely accused, and they put him in jail, and they said that he took a bottle and he smacked somebody with it, but there was no witnesses, and the judge went ahead and gave him 2 years. And after 2 years, when he came back, he looked like a total different dude. But not even just looking like a total different dude, he just talked totally different. And, you know, I've seen the movie My Fair Lady, when she was like, I'm a lady, and he had to teach her how to, you know, pronunciate and this, that, and the third. But this is a total different man here. Like, I don't know what everybody else is saying, but this is a total different dude. But you know, the scary part about it is that this dude has been replaced. So where's the original one then? And you know what's really messed up? This is how you know that this is not the person who's persuading themselves as this person. Because there was I don't know if it was an interview or whatever, but he was in the studio and he was talking about, you know, with this country accent that was so thick. He was saying how, you know, I ain't been to church in a long time, you know what I'm saying? You know, I went to church, because he was saying how he went to church, and he said, you know how the pastor says for all of the newcomers to come up front, you know how they do that? He said, you know, I went to church and I saw a woman in there fighting her own father. He said this like he had that thick country bunking accent that you can barely understand what he was saying. But he said in the house of the Lord that this woman was in church fighting her father. And in the interview, it shocked him, like, this is how people are carrying it, and it's her own father. He said, I'm trying to tell you, I ain't been to church. He sounds so country. So how can a man like that has morals enough to know to honor and respect your parents, go to jail for 2 years, then come home and supposedly got married and didn't invite his mother to his own wedding? That's not the same man. That's not the same man. His crew seems to be upset with him because they like, you don't ever leave your squad. That's because that's not the same man. If you look closer, you can totally see that these are two different people here. I've seen people that you like, dang, they look alike. You know what I'm saying? But they're just, when you see these two guys, those are two different guys. Those are two different. I don't mean no harm, but somebody who's in the country smoking green all daggone day, it ain't that much education or pronunciation you gonna learn behind bars and then come back totally different. The dangers of a contract, especially in the music industry, I don't know if they putting it in fine print, or not even fine print, but micro print, that, by the way, your name belongs to us, and if we feel, we will replace you with a lookalike. So everybody's talking about, oh, that's the real whatever. Nah. That's two different men. That is two different men. Like, the new guy, he's trying too hard to sound country, but his words are very articulate. He has kind of like that same type of smile. They might even be, I don't know, long distance cousins or something like that. And if people say, well, how can they do tattoos? Let me tell you something. When the late Gregory, whatever his daggone name was, that old dude, when he said there's two Trumps, the one with the blue tie is something, and the one with the red tie, I said, are you kidding me? And then I started looking at our president, and I noticed his facial features would change. They usually have a double. And I guess in this industry, you know, when they want you to be marketable, they want you to be at 20 different places at 20 different times. But if they feel like you're not complying with them, they will make money off your name by giving your face over to somebody else. That's why you see 1 minute you see a so-called celebrity, and you like, they look mighty different right here. And you look at the end, I'm like, they look different right here. They have lookalikes, or people who try to, you know, imitate your name. But this is in the contract, though. That's the best way to make money off of somebody. And you know they make more money off a dead man, if anything. But everybody's talking about this whole, man, y'all lunching. That is not the original man. And you know what's so frightening is that if people aren't paying attention to it, people are being snatched out here, and you're not even looking for the daggone person. So the mother, I guess she felt some type of way that she wasn't invited to her own son's wedding. That's because he's not your son. That's a total different. I'm looking at this, I'm like, am I in a Twilight Zone here? I mean, a 2-year-old can clearly see that these are two different people. If the man had a dog, he would be barking like, who the heck is you? But then y'all say, well, what about the tattoos? I've seen tattoos on a man's stomach, and they went ahead and blew that stomach up to make it look like it was pregnant. And the whole time you like, that ain't no woman. They know how to mimic certain things out here. Like, there's certain things that we don't know that they can do. I mean, think about it, y'all. Now they got people out here wearing masks that look like women or dog. I mean, and they're breathable masks too. I'm like, come on, we've come to the point now that they can basically mimic and redo whatever the freak they want to do. Do I think they're cloning? I wouldn't put it past them. If they can do that, if they can clone a freaking chicken and a cow, I wouldn't put it past them. This is some scary times we living in. Just like that movie, The Stepford Wives. I saw the original Stepford Wives. That movie scared the daylights out of me. It scared the dickens out of me. But it's too many of these so-called celebrities that keep bringing up this cloning crap. You got to ask yourself, is there some truth to it? Some things don't just come from imagination, man. Sometimes there's a little truth to something. But I think it's sad that we're sitting up here and you're looking at somebody that's totally different. That's not the same person. That is not the same person. One lady said he went from ugly to fine. And not saying that the dude was ugly, but you could clearly see, like when I saw the facial features of this man, the original, he has his bottom lip is very thick. That you can't really, I don't care how much weight you lose, he still had that bubble lip. Like the bottom right there was really thick. The new guy got very narrow lips. And I'm like, this is a daggone shame. And his brother, like, he didn't invite us to his wedding. Y'all know why he didn't invite y'all, because that ain't your daggone brother. That's not your brother. That's not your brother. That's sad when you originally came up with a concept and talent, and they just went ahead and replaced you with a lookalike, just to make sure you can get more money out of them. Man, this thing is crazy. That's why y'all better be careful with y'all sign. Y'all better be careful about these so-called record deals. And the whole time at the bottom it says, oh yeah, we can replace you. How y'all gonna replace me with a lookalike? What? That is sad. So, people are just like, what the heck is going on here? Clone or not clone, but I'm gonna tell you one daggone thing. If you ask Mona, those are two different people. Those are two different people. Other one, he's like, yeah, I'm like, y'all, you gonna go to hell for that one, because nobody knows whatever. I mean, what happened to the man? I mean, you really got to ask yourself this question: what happened to him? And if a lot of people not think about it, when it comes to this whole industry, it's all a big act. It's all on them making you believe that it's all true when it's not true. I think it's scary, though. I think that's a very scary thing to even think about, because I'm like, y'all out this giant snatching people for real. But if y'all don't know who I'm talking about, look at the videos that they got up here. It's called Gucci Man Clone or Lookalike Been Replaced or whatever. They said the same thing with David Chappelle. Like, this buck David Chappelle, he resembles David Chappelle, but he doesn't look like, he doesn't have that, and I know certain people change over certain time, but his body structure is different. Like, this dude got a more darker look than the David Chappelle that everybody was used to. I mean, that could have happened because he just got tired, and maybe the glow of him just depleted. But he doesn't look the same. And his own family member was like, that's not him. That's not him. That's the same thing too with Kanye West, right? Kanye West, who was it? Was it I Am, whatever his daggone name is? He was just like, that's not Kanye. I mean, that's his clone. That's not Kanye. Why would somebody say something like that? Also, Kanye West had did a video, and if y'all don't believe me, look at this video. He did a video with all of these people in the bed. They looked like they were breathing, but they were all in the bed just laying down. And guess who was in the bed? It was Kim Kardashian. He even had Trump in there. I think he had Bill Cosby in there. But the thing that grossed me out about the video was that these things were breathing. I don't know if people were just wearing a mask of that person, but it just looked really like, what is this? What is this? What is this? I mean, what artist sits and says, you know what? I want to have a video of all the famous people naked in the bed with me. What are you trying to say here? I don't know. Y'all look it up and y'all tell me what y'all think. Because if this is really happening before our eyes and people are getting away with it, all I can say is, Houston, we got a problem. We got a big problem. I told my cousin, if I come back talking crazy and want to isolate myself, you better make sure y'all look for me. Don't be like that. We see Mona, she don't want to come near us no more. You know that's not my character. Y'all better come looking for me. I mean, some of y'all be like, Mona, what you talking about? Look it up. But yeah, y'all was all like, what is this? What are y'all talking about? This is not even the same person. What are you saying here? You don't go from talking country to just pronunciating your words. Smile different and everything. That's bad. I hope somebody looking for that dude, man, or trying to find out some answers. But if you ask me, that's not who he is. If you ask me, I'm gonna tell you, I think it's two different men. Now I think it is two different men. But it's nothing new when they would do body doubles. They do it all the time for the president. They would do a body double in a minute, you know. Hitler did it. But that's not even a body double. Like, if you were supposed to do a body double, you still supposed to have the original. Like, y'all not even seeing the original. So you gotta ask your question, what did you do with the original? Mama can't see, and that's the first thing they do is when they start isolating you from the family, you know something ain't right. Maybe I'm saying too much. Some of y'all be like, no, Mona, in this perfect world, nothing like that ever happens. Y'all better watch out what the heck y'all signing. Y'all better watch out what the heck y'all signing out here. Anything for fame. What is a man who gains the whole world but he loses his soul? You sitting up there watching something else go before you and claim that they are you. That is horrible. I'm trying to figure out. No, I don't want to do any red lipstick. I think too much red is not good. But yeah, y'all, that's my little 2 cents about this whole situation. Is Gucci Mane the real Gucci Mane? No, it's a different man. It's a different man. It's a different man. I don't think some of these people are who we think they are. That's why you only see little snippets of them. And it's not because, oh, they have a busy lifestyle. They're not what you think they are. When it comes, let me tell you something. The love of money is the root of all types of evil. Do you understand what I'm saying? The love of money. These people love money, and with that, it's all types of evil. Like, people will replace you in a heartbeat. They'll get a lookalike and say, "Let's go with it." That's evil. That's evil. To them, all of this is about units being pushed and money being made. Watch out what y'all signing. I said to myself, man, these people probably don't even know. Like, they're not even reading or have attorneys to read over what they're saying. They're probably on there, for this amount you belong. This, we're going to go ahead and give you an upfront for this. And you're going to get over what? Or you going to take your time? Oh, he's a pastor. Excuse me, pastor. Sorry, pastor. You got it. That's right, the Lord. Look, y'all, I'm like, sorry, pastor. You got it. You got it. I don't know if y'all can see that. Y'all see that sign, big as day? I'm passing the Pentagon right now. Yeah, so y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all tell me y'all thoughts on it. Don't put nothing past these people or what they would do. But like I said, from my observation, after looking at these two different men, looking at the head structure, looking at the body gesture, looking at the facial features, looking at the way that they talk, these are two different people. They're not the same people. They're not the same people. They're not. And the new one is just laughing like, ha ha ha, ignoring, they're not the same people at all. At all. And like I said, when I saw the original, it was an interview when he was talking to somebody in the studio, and he was like, I ain't been to church in a long time. You know what I'm saying? You know the pastor always say, when a man, let me tell you something, you got to listen to what people say out their mouth. Because when he said, when the pastor say, for all newcomers come up front, that lets you know you've been to church. You've been to church, not just once, but you've been to church a couple of times. He said, lie to you not. And this is in the interview. Look at, matter of fact, when I get a chance, I'm going to put a link to the interview. He said, I saw a girl in there fight her own father in church. And the way he said fight her own father in church, that was an expression of saying, we are in church. This is your father. He saw so many things wrong with that he shared it with this man in a studio. As country as he is, he just said this woman was fighting her father in church. Fighting her father in church. And he was shocked. The same man, you telling me, goes to jail. And then as soon as he comes out, no contact with anyone, not even his own mama. He gets married and does not invite his own mama and his brother to his wedding. That's because that's not the same man. That's not the same man. The look, the gesture, his speech, his mind frame, his thought. These are two different people. And the new one is trying so hard. The new one is trying so hard to be country. It's like, I'm new and approved. I went to jail and I rehabilitated myself. Nah, Slim. I mean, don't get me wrong. You got some people that go to jail and they come out and they make a different move or whatever like that. But nah. And then you got a lot of these stupid people out here that's just like, man, this man is doing good. And you know what I'm saying? He just had to leave everybody alone. I don't know what stuff y'all smoking, drinking, or snorting on. But those are two different people. It's two different people. How y'all gonna sit up here and be like, nah, that's him, you know? It's two different people. It's two different people. It's two different people. Point blank. Y'all look at the guy and really look at the way he talked and facial structure and all of that. I mean, even if you're not into the whole rap scene or whatever like that, but you gotta look at that, because that's some dangerous stuff, man. You telling me people going around here just, you know how they say identity theft? That's more than identity theft, man. Y'all sitting up here kidnapping people and replacing them and isolating them away from their family, because your family look and be like, that ain't my daggone son. It's not my son. It's always something about your peoples that you can recognize. I remember one time I hadn't seen my father in a long time. My father was like, man, over 200 and some odd pounds. He was like a little ball. Like, you know, when I was younger, he was skinnier. But as I grew up, he just, you know, he gained a lot of weight. And one day, I haven't seen my father in years. And one day, I think I was in high school. And I looked over and I saw this man, and he was laughing and stuff, and he went to laugh and smile, and I looked and I said, Daddy. And he looked over at me, Mona, family recognize family. A mother can recognize her child's voice. No matter, even when they get older, she can recognize her child's voice. I remember I saw my mother walk in Walmart, and I said, Mommy. And my mother was right across. She was across from all of these daggone the counters and stuff when you ring up or whatever. She was all the way across the room. And I could see the crowd, but my mother stopped and she was looking around. Like she recognized my voice. And I was looking at my mother like she hears my voice, but she can't see me. She can recognize, even as an adult, she recognized my voice. She knew that is one of my children calling my name. Just like my father knew that sounds like one of my children calling my name. Just like I knew my father lost all of this weight, but he still had a gesture. He still had a look that reminded me of my dad. He still had that smile and that laugh. This dude that I'm saying that they put in front of y'all screen, that's an actor. That is an actor, and they're paying him to be like this other person. Okay, I get it, you getting paid, but the truth be told is, what happened to the original? Where is he at? Where is he? Because you cannot take country, and I'm talking about bare feet in the grass, chewing on hay, overalls, country, and all of it out in 2 years, and then say, I just, you go from talking about, so you trying to understand what he just say, rewind that. You know what I mean? That was his style. You cannot take that and then all of a sudden put etiquette, talking correctly within a matter of 2 years. I don't care if you went to Harvard. I don't care. And do the same time and be in the same type of industry that you in. I really hope they find Slim. I don't mean to say it like that, but I really do hope they find that man, because no. And then you get married and you just don't even deal with your own mama. This is the same man that said he was in shock to see a woman fighting her father in church. In church. And you go get married, I guess, in church, and you don't invite your mama. That's not the same man. And I think his family knows, but it's so dangerous that they're like. And I saw one interview with one of his so-called guys, and they was saying like, you just, you know, he need to face his demons. You just don't leave your crew like that. You just don't leave your crew. And I'm like, I don't think he left y'all. I think y'all need to be looking for him. But that's just my view. And I started thinking to myself, snap. So you telling me that y'all out this giant signing deals, and they giving y'all lookalikes and replacing y'all with people? Man, this is a scary world we live in. When money is involved, the devil got his hand low. When the love of money is involved, the devil would do what he need. The devil would snatch as many souls with him to do some corrupt stuff. You wondering why this person always look different every time I see him, man? It can't be the makeup. Nope, it's a different person. And I know we got Photoshop, and I know we got all types of stuff, but I saw a couple of videos where these are Photoshop masters that took the original face of this dude and try to match it up with the new guy, and it didn't have no match. I'm like, come on, man, it's like a fingerprint. Like, I understand, like, you know, we change a little bit, you know, as we get older, but certain things just don't change, like your skull, you know what I mean? Your teeth. Ooh, man, that dude just... I gotta get over. Y'all got to let me over, you guys. Certain things just don't change. And I'm not even about to open up a can of worms with this whole cloning mess that they so-called got out here. Because I'm just like, Lord, there's so much stuff going on right now. I can't. It's a lot of people that's touching that. And it's frightening. It's frightening to even think that the enemy is trying so bad that he's sitting up here trying to make things that's not even in alignment with God. But getting back to doubles and stuff like that, they do that in this industry. That's why some of y'all would do anything for that deal. You do anything, that means you're going to give up your soul, right? I saw a video where people were just basically saying the reason why they want to sell their souls to the devil. Yes, you heard it. It was a video on people. It's on YouTube. It was like, the reason why I want to sell my soul. I said, this is crazy. The reason why I want to get it, like these saying they want to sell their soul. Ready to sign on it. The reason why I want to do this. Y'all think I'm faking. Look them videos up. I'm going to put links to it at the bottom, and you're going to know it's some stuff that we have no idea that people done got themselves into. Now, when this man got locked up and went to jail, he was already on probation. But his attorney said nobody saw him pick up a bottle and hit anybody with it. As a matter of fact, all of the witnesses said they didn't see it. Yet and still, this judge didn't care, and they took the other guy whatsoever, and they gave him 2 years in jail. Now, I know I was in court with these trifling judges, and I know the corruption in the system. And unfortunately, especially for you black men out there, they will ship you down the creek with no type of pedals whatsoever. So they went ahead and gave him 2 years with no witnesses at all. And then he comes back after 2 years. Well, first of all, they said it was a rumor that a fight broke out and he died in jail. But then he comes back after 2 years looking totally different. And they always show these photos. I mean, this is 2018. Right now, you can take an HD photo. You can see the crumbs in the back in the back of you. You can see crickets eating, and you can see the dew on freaking grass. That's how HD these photos are. But with these fake people, they're creating these photos that look like it was taken back in the 80s or something like that. I mean, I look at certain stuff like this. But anyway, that's just, I mean, if y'all think I'm on it, what you talking about? Look it up. I'm going to put a link. You tell me, do you think that those are two of the same people? They're not. Those are two different people. One of them is rounder and the other one is square. Anyway, I'm about to get to work. That was my thought for this morning. All I can say is that all you up and coming artists, you better go independent, put your own music out there, listen to your own music. You can have people from, download it or whatever, but don't sign any deals. Don't sign anything at all, because you're going to lose. You're going to lose. This industry is not designed for you to win. It's designed for you to degrade yourself. It's designed for you just to look back at everything that you worked for and somebody else just snatched it. It's not worth it. Y'all have a blessed day.